What is up, you guys? Welcome back, and today we are going to be describing strategies for managing releases and updates. Now, for some context, a release is when you're launching a new product for a specific market or user base. Sometimes, when a product is released, it is done with a beta version so that users can assist with debugging and feedback prior to the official release of the actual software. While an update is usually a software file that contains fixes for problems found by a software that has already been released. Fixes means code or features that improves upon the software. And because updates fix problems with a program, they are almost always free and available through the program or the company's website. Now, what is a little bit different here is a patch, which is a software update comprised code. And typically, a patch is installed into an existing software program. The difference here is that patches are often temporary fixes between full releases of a software update. Patches may fix a software bug, install new drivers, address new security vulnerabilities, address software stability issues, or just upgrade the software. Now, there are two ways to usually get updates, manually or automatically. The big differences here, as you can tell, usually you do this with your own phone. If you set them to automatically, they will update whenever they can, and you will have no control of when you update them. Whereas if you do it manually, you have full control, but it's a little bit time consuming on your end. So it's clear here that there's big pros. Say there's a bad update that comes out and it's automatically updated, then you run the risk of getting a bad update on your software. These are rare cases, but it's why sometimes people prefer to go manually instead. But then the con there is that if you use it manually, you will have to constantly install it manually and you may be behind on updates to improve your software. Now, let's go into common managers of releases. There's continuous delivery, agile software development, and DevOps. Continuous delivery is the idea of just a simple loop, that a software engineering approach where teams produce software in short cycles, ensuring that the software can be reliably released at any time. And it aims at building, testing, and releasing software with greater speed and frequency each time. This approach helps reduce the cost, time, and risk of delivering changes by allowing for more incremental updates to applications in production. It's basically a constant positive feedback loop of updates. Now, agile development is the idea of an approach where requirements and solutions evolve through a collaborative effort of the software team and the users who use the software. This advocates adaptive and evolutionary development in between both ends, causing for continual improvement and early delivery, and it encourages rapid and flexible responses to change. You can see here from the well drawn out image how it's kind of just going on and on stronger. It's similar, but this is more using a collaborative effort from the users. And finally, we have development operations. This is the idea of combining software development team and the software operations team. The software operations team being the one that operates the app when it's running. To help you with a photo here, you can see by this example that it's this idea of when you plan an update or a release and you code and you build and you test it, then you release it, the ops team will deploy it, they will operate it, and they will monitor it, and then they will see what needs to be updated, and they will be working back and forth with the development team. This promotes that shorter development cycles, the increased deployment frequency, and more dependable releases that everything gets fixed and everything gets caught up. Thank you guys. That was today's video. I hope you guys come back again.